it's a plot to drop the IQ. Fighting amongst each other over rumors that don't like you. Prefer us trapped in melancholy with the wood ones, a holly suggestions that attempted mental robbery, executed sloppily. The poppers see this mockery and walk the talk with me. Put the hands up to touch the Akasha, cause you know deep down there's something bigger than your wallet.
Sweet eternal balance of all that is good, true, and beautiful. Friends, welcome to Middle Path this Thursday evening. I am so glad to say that the overlords of YouTube, may they be worshipped eternally in hell, have allowed the channel to come back up. So Rogueways is again streaming on YouTube. However, on that topic, I'll notice that I will probably continue to do this thing. So I'll start doing what I do for Middle Path for Rogueways there. So I'll start streaming, I'll say hello, I'll kind of give an intro to the topic that we're going to be talking about, and then I will cut the stream to YouTube, just like I do for Middle Path every single week, because Middle Path is a Rockfin exclusive show. But now I'm going to do it because YouTube will continue to harass me and shut down my channel, very likely, even though I do not consent to that and think that it's absolute bullshit to censor people over opinion differences. And so I just don't want to feed into that. So I'm going to either not stream there at all and just upload clips from each interview and each show that you have come to know and love, and then you can see those clips and, you know, hop over to Rockfin, or I don't know, do, like I said, this thing where I'm going to talk for a second to you all and then remind you to go to Rockfin, because that's where the rest of the show will be, like I do every Thursday on Middle Path. So I think that's all I need to say about that. I don't know. I think, you know, it's just not, I don't want to become someone who censors myself all of the time just to get my content to stay on YouTube. And so I may do both. I may do the intro and then clips. I don't know. We'll see. But I have to do something because I don't want to deal with this again. I think this one was the longest one so far. Maybe not, actually. Maybe there was another one this long. Oh, whatever. I just am so over YouTube. They're such assholes. So yeah, Rockfin is where it's at. Kaylee, thank you for saying so. If you're watching this on Facebook, YouTube, or anywhere, the link is right below. You can just click over to Rockfin and hop over there. There's already a good amount of people there watching on Rockfin, like Kabir, Artemis, and Gordon and Jasmine. Nice to see you all. Rogue fam, it's been too long. Life has been draining my energy. You know, I feel it. I feel it. Us empaths over here, there's a lot of energy drain going on. I have had a really rough day. Whew. I don't know. I mean, on the grand scale of things, was it really rough? No, but like, it was just draining and it was just painful and whatever. But I'm always doing better when I'm here with you guys, and I know you feel that way too, so I'm glad that we can do this together. It really ups my energy game and it refills me, and so I'm glad. I want to say, before I go any further and happen to forget a few things, one is I happened to get a visit from a very special set of people who came and visited Gisela and Peter. You know who you are. It was so nice to see you guys. If anybody's ever in the area and I am able to, we will absolutely meet up and hang out, but this was a very special visit. We've connected at One Day of Brightness before and other ways, and it was just Soul Tribe since the beginning, and so it was really nice. That type of thing just refills me, you know? And I'm sure it did for them too. We had a really awesome time checking out some things around town and hanging out together. Let me just fix this view a little bit. There we go. And that was just really cool. So I love it. I love the meetups that we've done before in the greater Denver area. I'm sure we'll do more of those. And I do want to also get back to doing bigger meetups. There was going to be Logic last year. Strangely, the Logic prep videos that Michael Wan and I did, I think we did 4 of them that were pretty long in preparation for this event, and we had all these tickets sold, and we had all these people in this awesome eco-shamanic retreat location, and it was just going to be so cool. And then COVID happened, and then a bunch of people requested their money back because they didn't feel safe or comfortable traveling. Not because they bought into it, but just because they were like, dude, I don't know, is martial law going to break out? Or like, is my family going to, you know, all the stupid shit. So, no, I'm not saying stupid on their part. I'm saying stupid on that this was put upon us all. And so we just decided as a group to retract and take, and, you know, take a step back. We could have still gone, but there would have been like 3 people there instead of like 25. So, So yeah, I want to try to recreate that next year. If you watched any of those Logic videos, because they just popped up on YouTube as though they were new, along with a crow video, and people are commenting like, is this from a couple years ago? I'm like, yeah, this is from like 3 years ago. Like, I don't know why this is happening. But anyways, if you're one of the people that watched that and was excited, we might try to recreate that coming up. But either way, Michael Wan's going to be at the One Day of Brightness this September 26th, and there's a few spots left. And by a few, I mean only a few. So if you've been waiting and you want to go to the One Day of Brightness that's coming up, you better go get your ticket, because they're going to be gone soon, which is awesome. I'm very excited, actually, that there's still this much interest in these. And on that note, I have a big announcement to make at the One Day of Brightness. And if you're there, you get to be amongst the first people to take advantage of a special offer for this new thing that is coming. And if you're not there, you'll hear about it afterwards, and you might get a special offer too, but maybe not the same special offer. So there's another little perk for you. Yes, this is our safe space here together with Middle Path, and soon we will go into Rockfin only. So if you're still over on YouTube or on Facebook, go ahead and hop over now so you don't miss any of it. And as usual, I'll remind you of the site. Rogueways.org is here for you. All the updates would always be here. If there's anything happening like that Logic convention, that was here. People are subscribed. If you want to subscribe to get email updates, it's not a newsletter like some people do. It would just tell you when a post is published here. You can come down to the bottom and subscribe via email and just type in your email address and subscribe. I also love the Noosphere way of navigating the site here. You can click on any of these tags and see what's in that area, like what's under Mind Control. Let's see. In the archives of Mind Control is a piece called Right Now. This was written last year, right as the pandemic was starting to get real crazy. And that's a nice little piece of prose. And the Abolition of Mental Sovereignty is more like a scholarly article about some of the pieces that have come into place over time to remove your mental sovereignty and take control of your mind. So that's just one fun way to navigate the site. I'm going to go back to home because I do want to remind everybody of something very important. 2 things. Again, the One Day of Brightness on the autumnal equinox is coming up. This is on September 26th from 10 a.m. Mountain to 4 p.m. Mountain or so. Sometimes we go over because everyone wants to and it's so good, not because we are forcing you to stay. But it is virtual, it is recorded, it's available for you in case you have to step out for any part of that time. There's always freebies and prizes. It is a day-long event. It does complete the equinoctial and solstice circuit full circle. We started in winter of 2020. This is fall of 2021, and so it is all 4 in 1 coming to a close. It's very nice to have that full circuit completed. It will be full of guided meditation and manifestation for your future, healing of your past, soul messages from your guides and spiritual allies, learning to work with your personal spiritual cosmology, energy and sound vibrational healing. And like I said, Michael Wan is there, Chance Garton is there, Catherine O'Shea is there, and myself are there as your leaders and guides through the experience. Every time people reach deep, every time they experience healing, every time it's more than they thought they would get, and it's always amazing. And as Chance keeps pointing out aptly, you're getting a hell of a deal. Any one of these people would be at least twice, if not 3 times the ticket price just to spend the amount of time you're going to spend with them that day, including myself. So you get 4 times that for like a fraction of the price. It's crazy. It's like an 1/8 of the price or something in the end. Anyways, check it out if you haven't yet. And like I said, very few tickets left. So grab your spot if you would like to come. And today is the first day ever that the Rogue family will have a hangout. It's not actually true. We used to do these. I didn't advertise them. But Eyes Open peeps from back in the day will know that we've done a few of these over the years. But now it's going to be a regular weekly thing, and it's going to be for every subscriber. So if you are a subscriber on Rockfin, I will be posting an article right after this episode today with the link to the Zoom in which we will hang out. If you're on Subscribestar, you will be able to see the posts if you're subscribed there. If you're on Locals and you're a supporter and not someone who just hangs out and, can like and not actually post or comment and all of that, then you will also be able to see it. So it'll be for supporters only on any of those platforms. You will get the link to the Zoom call. You can come in with your camera on or off, whatever you want. It's not going to be recorded. It is private. It is just for us to hang out release all of this crap that is hanging around us as empaths, share with each other and know that we're not insane, and really connect as a community. And just, it's really just a hangout session. There is no structure to it at all. We're just gonna be together, which is very nice. It's very healing. If you haven't ever done this with us before, it's just like you're hanging out with all your good friends in a living room, you know, chatting. So it's cool. Anyway, so if you're a supporter, you get that today and every Thursday. It's going to be after Middle Path from now on. Oh, so I guess I had another tab reminding me to remind everyone of that, because I am forgetful if you didn't know. Oh, one more thing I'll just remind you. In the shop, there's all kinds of stuff. I teach a lot of classes. I've got blessed spiritual jewelry like orgone and other blessed crystals and stones. I've got art. I've got books that I write and sign and send to you if you buy one. I do tarot readings, healings, blessings, and consultations. So check out the shop if any of those things interest you. And I'm gonna give you this quote, and if you're on Facebook or YouTube, this is the last thing you'll see unless you hop over to Rokfin right now. It's free for everyone. It's just a platform where we can actually be ourselves and say what we mean without censorship. So this quote is from Andy Goldsworthy, and if you don't know him, he is such a badass. Dude, is he dead? Oh my god, he might. I don't know. I shouldn't have even said that. I don't know if he's dead or not. Anyways, he is / was and will always be a badass artist. I first saw him, and I think it's called Wind and Fire, River and Ice, something like that. And it's a really cool documentary about his art. And he's the one, if you remember, who would go out into nature and create intensely intricate art pieces out of only natural elements. He never used glue, string, like metal things, that he fasteners, nothing. It's all just what he finds in nature, and he constructs things that are mind-blowingly fucking crazy and just gorgeous. And so this documentary was about that art. It's very much like the idea of mandalas, and that he would create this knowing that it would be destroyed by nature soon after he created it. And so the documentary followed his creation of some of his pieces as well as their destruction. It's very zen, meditative, beautiful. If you haven't seen that documentary, go see it. It's totally worth it. But this quote from him is so perfect for the meditation we're going to start with today. You know, on Middle Path, we like to bring it back to the real, to the here and now, and do some practices that everyone can get into and then take with them for the rest of their lives and use if they would like to. And he says, we often forget that we are nature. We are nature. Nature is not something separate from us. So when we say that we have lost our connection to nature, we've lost our connection to ourselves. And this entire episode today is about our connection to nature, our connection to ourselves, and in many cases, how animals can remind us of that connection and be that connection for us when we've lost it or when we're wavering in it. So we're going to do a little practice with some of that in mind. And so again, if you're on YouTube or you're on Facebook or anywhere else where this happens to be streaming, if it's streaming somewhere else, go to rokfin.com/rogueways or click the link that's right below you, and we'll see you on Rokfin. And otherwise, I will see you on Rogueways on Sunday or Tuesday. Bye-bye.